All rise. Judge Vanderby Court is now in session. Judge's case number JVB1055, Scott case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Mrs. Scott, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I am just really tired of my husband not doing things that he should be doing, such as spending quality time with me and our 17-year-old daughter.
Okay.
He's just not coming up to par, and frankly, I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of it.
All right. So you all have a 17-year-old daughter.
Yes.
And you're tired of him not spending quality time with you and your daughter.
That's right.
I can totally understand that. Now, what does that have to do with me?
Well, I want a divorce.
You want a divorce because of that? You want to put him on child support because of that?
Welcome to my channel, where emotional breakdowns collide with courtroom showdowns. Today's story is messy. Mrs. Scott has reached her limit. She's fed up with her retired military husband, Mr. Scott. No dates, no quality time with their 17-year-old daughter. Now she's ready to file for divorce and demand child support. But here's the twist. Mr. Scott has been the family's rock, serving for 50 years before retiring. And now, because she's bored, she's pulling him into court. Enter Judge Vanderby. No nonsense, cutting through the drama with cold, hard logic. Is Mrs. Scott just being petty, or is there something deeper at play? Stick around, because what starts as a messy breakup quickly turns into a courtroom reality check you won't see coming. Trust me, the ending will shock you.
Yes, obviously. I mean, he is the provider of our home, and absolutely, I want child support.
He's the provider of your home and you just want to get rid of him like that?
I just feel
Because
like,
you're being petty and in your feelings?
well, I feel like we've just grown apart, and I'm just tired of him not making me happy. He doesn't take me out. We don't do fun things anymore. And frankly, I'm bored.
Oh, okay. Mr. Scott, why are you boring this woman to death over here?
I'm not really sure why I'm here.
Honestly, I'm not sure why you're here either. It sounds like she's just in her feelings right now because you're not spending time with her and your 17-year-old daughter. And that's not what court is for. We don't just place people on child support because we're in our feelings.
I recently retired. I'm tired. I worked 50 years. And
just like that, Judge Vaughn hits pause and starts questioning the whole case. Mr. Scott's been the financial backbone. No criminal issues, no signs of neglect or abandonment. So what exactly are we even arguing about here? Mrs. Scott isn't claiming abuse or neglect. She's calling him boring. But hold on. Can emotional boredom really be a legal reason to fight over child support? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Should a lack of romance actually land you in family court?
from the military.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Thank you.
This man is tired. That's why he probably doesn't want to spend quality time all the time. Can you give him a break?
Well,
And sir, can you spend some more time with your 17-year-old daughter?
When she's home, I'm more than willing to do that, but she's 17 years old.
Right.
I mean, she has a life, friends, a phone, and I'm available.
I can definitely understand that. I can definitely understand that. Mrs. Scott, let's not be petty. Don't do that. There is no reason to come to court and divorce this man, place him on child support, especially if you say he's a provider. He seems like he's a good man, retired military. He takes care of you, obviously. You look beautiful. So I don't think this is the right route that you need to go. Most people that come in this court get put on child support because they either deserve to be put on it or they were doing something they didn't have any business doing when it comes down to not taking care of their kids. So I just wouldn't want to put this man on child support just because, like I said.
Retired military, that explains a lot. Mr. Scott has spent decades in disciplined, high-pressure environments, maybe deployed overseas, missing birthdays and holidays, all for the sake of service. Now he's home, trying to adjust to a normal life, and suddenly his wife wants more excitement. This moment hits deep. It's not just about child support. It's about what happens when the mission ends. Are we looking at emotional neglect? Or is this a struggle to transition back into civilian family life?
Honor, I really don't feel like I'm in my feelings because it's important in a relationship for there to be wonderful things happening. We have to find ways to keep our relationship healthy and strong and moving forward. We can't just stand still
Now I
and
feel
be
like a counselor.
stagnant. I mean, he's got to come up. He's got to do more.
Mr. Scott, can you assure Mrs. Scott that you're going to do more so you do not have to come in this courtroom and be placed on child support for a 17-year-old child?
I think her concern is it cannot solely be a burden for me. We have to work together.
I agree.
I
agree.
Yes.
You like that? I like that. That touched my heart.
This right here. Judge Vonda just dropped a legendary courtroom truth bomb. She's making it clear. Court isn't your personal emotional diary. It's not the place to show up just because date nights fizzled out or your partner refuses to binge Netflix with you. If there's no abuse, no neglect, no real harm, then taking someone to court feels more like revenge than justice. But here's the real question. When does emotional unhappiness in a relationship cross the line into a legal matter? That line is blurry, and Judge Vonda, she's drawing it in bold, unmistakable strokes.
I just want to go over what you saw in the Scott case. The Scott case was very cute, but it also had some petty elements to it, right? So wife was mad at her husband. He wasn't spending any time with her. He wasn't spending any time with their 17-year-old daughter. She said she had grown bored of their relationship. Well, you also saw that they made up, right? It's never going to be a good basis, guys, to come to court because you are in your feelings. It's very petty, and quite frankly, court is not the place for it. You really want to come to court based on good grounds. You know, one parent is not supporting the children like they're supposed to, or, you know, anything along those lines. But just remember, don't.
There it is, the real truth slips out. Mrs. Scott still loves her husband. And when Mr. Scott says, "We must work together," even Judge Vonda's heart softened. This isn't just a child support case. It's a couple in crisis, using the courtroom as their last resort. In a rare twist, the courtroom became a place for reconciliation, not revenge. How often does that happen in family court? So what just went down in the Scott case? We witnessed a wife fed up with emotional neglect, a husband freshly retired from military service, and a courtroom that almost turned into a therapy session. Judge Vonda made it crystal clear. Feelings aren't facts, and court isn't the place for breakups without a legal foundation. In the end, the case was dismissed. No child support, no divorce, just a much-needed wake-up call for a couple stuck in routine. What do you think? Was Mrs. Scott out of line, or did she have a valid point about needing more in a marriage? If this case felt as real and raw to you as it did to us, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Truth Court for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns every week.